Hey everyone, today we are going to look at the curves option in Snapseed. Let's do this. What is up everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Ram and in this video we are going to take a look at how to use the curves option in Snapseed. First of all, I need to make a thing clear for all of you that curves is universal whether you use Premiere Pro, After Effects, Photoshop, Lightroom or any other editing software which contains curves applies the same thing that you learn here. I think this may have cleared your doubts. So without further wasting time, let's jump into Snapseed and see how to use the curves option. Let me make the concept of curves very simple because many YouTubers and editors say that the curves are the most complicated options ever in editing. Imagine a graph of x and y axis containing a gradient from black to white and dividing the graph into three parts: the shadows, midtones and the highlights. If you imagine this graph, you can give life to any image that you want and take your editing to the next level. So now we are in Snapseed and I have opened this image. If you want to download copyright free images and videos, I have given links in the description, so kindly check them out. I have done some basic correction onto this image, and if you want to check your corrections which you have done previously, you can click on this edit stack button and then click on the view edits. Click on any edit that you want and click on the slider option which is given in the right side. So click on that and then you can just retouch the image, and if you are satisfied with it, click on the top and then just go back. Now we are going to move on to the curves option. So now we are in the curves tab. The first curve we are going to see is known as the RGB curve, which contains all the red, green and blue channels in just one single curve. This is pretty much the same as I mentioned above in Premiere Pro, Lightroom, Photoshop or any kind of advanced editing software that you use. So the corrections applied to this curve affects all the red, green and blue channels present on the image. I'll just create a point near the shadows and a point near the highlights. If I analyze the image, it needs to have some contrast, so I'll just drag the shadows a little bit down and increase the highlights a little bit up to give a contrastic image. If you want to disable the curves and you want to see the whole image, you can just click on this eye icon and then you can enable and disable the curves option. Now we will be moving on with the red channel. So I'll go here, click on this icon and then click on red. Before moving on with each individual channel curves, what you need to know is the theory of complementary colors. For example, red has the complementary color as cyan, blue has yellow as its complementary color and green have magenta as its complementary color. So you need to be very clear about this so that you don't get any confusion after seeing this tutorial. So we are in the red channel and I would like to introduce some blues into the image, kind of cyan blue, so that I can get the Hollywood look, which is namely teal and orange. So I'll create a point near the shadows and drag them a little bit down. So as you can see, we just went from this to this by dragging the shadows down a little bit in the red channels. And if you want to maintain it for the whole image, create a point on the highlights and then drag them up a little bit so that you just affect the shadows only. So let me move on with the green channel. I think I don't have to do any kind of adjustments in the green channel, but I would like to just drag up the bottommost point a little bit to give a green faded look so that the grasses look green as much as possible. And then I'll be moving on with the blue channel. Keep in mind that the changes you apply on the master curve affects all the RGB present on the image, and each individual channels create some contrast and give some colors to the image. No need to have any confusion on each individual channel and the RGB curve. Now we are in the blue channel. I would like to just give a yellow color onto the image, so I'll just drag the highlights a little bit down into the yellow side a little bit, and then if I need to maintain this up, I'll just drag the shadows up a little bit to give the blue color. So I'll go with this. So to view individual edits, just click on the option which is given below on the view edits tab, and we went from this image to this image in just one single curves option. So before and after. I'll just show it to you in the screen a little bit bigger. So this is the before and this is the after. So to export this image, click on this export icon, hit save, and it will save your image within seconds. If you are trying to export your image for Instagram, click on tools, hit crop, and then go with the 5:4 ratio, and then just position your image according to it. So if we went from this to this. I think it's pretty much clear for you. Let me go on with some end thoughts. I think you have enjoyed this video, so thank you so much for watching this video. Please consider subscribing for this channel. We upload content based on editing tutorials, filmmaking tips, and content creation. I have linked my previous video based on Snapseed tutorial up here, also given the link in the description. I'll be meeting you guys in my next video.